This goes out to all the women in the world, especially her. You know it don't even matter your age, don't even matter your color. Yo fellas, I ain't forget about y'all. This is for everybody that like to dance. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it and take a chance. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Just get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low? Just put a little dip with it. Now roll those hips with it. Pop it, push it, rock it, roll it. Can't control it, I come hold it. It's all in fun, so take a chance. Just get on the floor and do that dance, y'all. I know you like it, so don't try to fight it. Turn around, baby, let me see you from the back. Yeah, I like it like that. Get up now, roll those hips. Drop down, double up on those dips. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right here? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Back again with the second verse. It's all clean, so I'm not gonna curse. Drop a bass like a bad habit. Love all women, cause I gotta have it. Coming at y'all in stereo. I'm riding that thing like a rodeo. Hang on, baby, cause the ride is rough, and I got my girls in the front. Now and later, just bumping that rump. Raise it up, let me see that brown. Slap it, girl, make it jiggle around. Round and round that rump goes. Where it stop, yo, no one knows, yeah. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right here? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind.
Well, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. If you ain't dipping, you must be tripping. If you ain't doing it down low, got to go. Got to go. To the people that moving slow, to the dance flow. Yo, DJ, pump it up some more.
It's off to the show in a limo. Before the show, I gotta get that dough. Pay them girls what they work. Slip that money under that skirt. Take it off, baby, let me see. You might get a little more Lucci. G-string, having oh so much fun. Playing inside between them buns. Shorty got it going on like Marvin. Teasing me and she know I'm starving. Lick you up, then lick you down. I ain't finished, girl, turn around. Lick you up and down your back, cause I'm that freak, I'm freaky like that. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. I'm setting it off to another level. You're digging freak nasty without a shovel. This is my world, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. So what's up, yo DJ? When the party's getting slow, join this jam and watch that flow get taken over like in '94. When I had the whole world getting down low. New Orleans born, ATL living. Freak nasty is what I'm giving. My juice is sweet like Georgia peaches. Women suck it up like leeches. It feels so good, you must admit you like this. Shh, yeah, y'all know the song. So come on, won't you sing it? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip.
All right, chat. How we all doing? How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. Oh man, I am in a great mood because Slay Queen, Lindsey Graham is in hell. I'm doing pretty good about that. Artistic Layman, how's it going?
I'm doing well, Beglov, and it sounds like you're having a relaxing day today.
Yes, I'm currently enjoying knowing that Lindsey Graham is burning in hell.
Mm.
I really shouldn't take. I'm glad he's dead. I will say that unequivocally. Like he's no longer alive, and that's good. I should not take joy in the fact that he's burning in hell. Almost certainly. I know he claimed he was a Christian, but doesn't anybody who's trying to win in South Carolina have to do that?
What's that turn of phrase? We may not know where he went after he died, but we know that heart artery is probably enjoying a hot tub in heaven.
He's butt fucking John McCain in hell.
Now, John McCain was a very clearly a horrible person, though.
Oh, John McCain was the worst. I think Lindsey Graham was worse, though. I think Lindsey Graham.
Really?
I do. Like, if you really if you've ever watched his history and seen his interviews, Lindsey Graham talks about a new war the way a teenage boy talks about his girlfriend's pussy. Just so excited about it, so thrilled about it. It's the best thing in the world.
Oh, in light of that, oddly enough, with the name of Lindsay, this reminds you of a lecture by James Lindsay where he's talking about the intellectual origins of Marxism. And he makes this, he's talking about, if I could play the audio real quick, he's talking about how one of Marx's mentors, Hegel, he was this philosopher who believed that everything was progressing to a perfect society and believed that Germany at that moment was perfect. And so his one half of his students believed that, and so this is where he came. This is what happened afterwards.
The old Hegelians were Hegelian with the dialectic, but super conservative. In fact, the old Hegelians in 1830-ish, 5-ish, believed that, in fact, the Prussian state of the time had already achieved the perfected society, and so the goal from there would just be to spread it around the world through nation building or something. Uncomfortable silence. Maybe you know some rhinos that are old Hegelians that are in office right now, and why they're so similar to leftists.
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham was trash. I mean, first of all, he was a closet faggot. Let's just be real about that. That was the gayest. If you believing Lindsey Graham is straight is the boomer equivalent to Zoomers thinking Nick Fuentes is straight. He's obviously not. Okay, this man would be repulsed at the sight of a vagina. Okay, he's obviously not. He's the gayest of the gay. Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just imagine Lindsay standing before God, and Lindsay's like, "Are you mad about all the gay stuff?" And God's like, "Well, we'll get to that, but first let's talk about the ocean of innocent blood on your hand." That man in what was it 40 fucking years in Congress? In the Senate alone, I think he was even a congressman before that. Pushed for war after war after war after war, none of which were ever just, and all of which didn't even benefit the United States. It's one thing to do shitty things if it's even for your benefit, but these were wars that left us worse off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a famous clip passed around, but I think it was right after October 7th, the big October 7th a couple years ago, where Lindsay's like, "Yeah, I know my state just had a brutal hurricane and people don't have power, but I'm really concerned about Israel right now."
Oh.
Speaking of which, we just narrowly avoided merging our fucking military with the IDF.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, it was in the Senate. And by the way, bitter pill to swallow. It was the Democrats that saved us. Led by Bernie.
Oh.
There you go. There's your bitter pill to swallow today. We still have a shred of sovereignty left, thanks to a gay retarded fucking Jew. A gay retarded communist Jew.
Which of course makes me very suspicious of why they're supporting it.
I don't know. I mean, I know Bernie is still kind of pro-Israel, but he's tentative about it. Israel will do certain shit, and he's like, whoa, let's calm down. So I just imagine he was like, well, I don't know about this. Well, again, it's not to say that Bernie isn't a piece of shit, but credit where it's due. I don't know what to tell you. I was kind of nervous about that vote, and oh wow, okay, it's narrowly defeated for now. That's cool. Yeah. So, Luke, did you look up the? He might have the audio. I'm gonna.
There's just a clip of Lindsey Graham saying that he will defend Israel until his dying death.
There you go, Lindsey.
I will defend Israel.
What was it with Lindsey? Okay, here's what. Look, let's speculate, because we can only speculate. I mean, we can't see into his mind. Plus, even if I was Professor X, I don't think my powers would reach all the way to hell. But what the fuck was it with Israel with this homo? Because I get it with the evangelicals, because they've really convinced themselves that Left Behind is one of the books of the Bible. But But like Lindsay wasn't a Christian. Let's be fucking real. Like I don't believe that for a moment. Like I just don't. Maybe he was. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I fucking doubt it.
I can only guess it's like a combination of different things. It could boil down to political performance. I think maybe he knows that maybe he doesn't believe in the evangelical reason for why he defends Israel. He believes in a more political reason for Israel, but he has to have the performative art of saying we're for Israel. But I never heard him say like anything more coherent than that. For me, if we were defending Israel just because it's a good defense for the Strait of Hormuz, I would understand that. But maybe the people don't get elected for that. I don't know.
See, I don't know, man.
Because it's speculation. I don't know. Like, I wish
you could make arguments why it would be in our benefit to have Israel to be on Israel's side, quote unquote. But that would all be dependent on us being the top in that relationship. You know what I mean? Like this would be a lot different if Israel was our ally the way like I don't know any country in Europe is our ally, where maybe they piss and moan, but ultimately they do what the fuck we tell them to. Or even our ally like Japan is. Like Japan fucking loves us, okay? The samurai loves the cowboy, okay? Japan is ride or die with us.
Yes.
They love us to death, okay? Like the good timeline going forward is Japan and us fucking colonizing the stars, okay? Because they love us. They love the round eye.
And a lot of the round eyes love the squint eyes too, from what I understand.
But like Israel, just like they tell us what to do, they bribe and blackmail half our fucking politicians. They stir shit up in ways that don't benefit us. Like if Israel is our vassal state, they're a pretty ill fucking behaved one.
Yeah.
So like I could like Forney always be like Israel's our vassal state. It's like, well then it's time to bring them the fuck to heel. Again, I'm not even saying I want that relationship, but like if we're going to be butt buddies with Israel, at least let's be the top. Okay? I don't want you to be the bottom like Lindsay.
That's one way of putting it.
You know, like
is that going to segue?
We're clearly not in charge of that relationship.
Yeah,
that's clear at a glance. And like we're the big guy, okay? Like the tick is bossing around the dog. It's one thing for the dog to tolerate the tick. Not advisable, but whatever. I guess you have plenty of blood to spare. But how the tick's not going to boss you around. I don't know, man. But did they have dirt on Lindsay? Is that what it was? I mean, were they just bribing him or like blackmailing him about being gay and bribing him? I don't know.
Maybe that could be it because for all that we talk about Israel giving money to them, they actually very much a fraction of everybody else. So they must be doing something else. It can't just be just the money.
Oh, it's bribe. It's a combination of things. I mean, if you really want to control somebody, I honestly believe this. It's not enough to blackmail them. It's not enough to bribe them, because if you're just bribing someone, at some moment they'll have a crisis of conscience and they'll turn on you. If you're just blackmailing somebody, at some point you'll push them far enough to where they're like, fine, put the video out there. I don't care anymore. But if you do both, you know what I mean? Then like one kind of reinforces the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they're getting really, really frustrated about being blackmailed, they could be, well, at least the money's good that they're giving me. You know what I mean? Or if they start to feel bad about being bribed, they could be like, yeah, but they got that dirt on me. So, like, ideally, you want to do both if you want to control somebody.
Yeah. And what's really annoying about this conversation, like I'm right now hanging out in more normie sort of schools of political thought, and some people look to Lindsey Graham's death as akin to Charlie Kirk's death.
Yeah,
they're saying that how people are making fun of him. They just making fun of Charlie Kirk, and we have to stand in solidarity with our fellow Republicans. Like, how do I explain this to him? That's more nuanced than that.
I don't know, man. I have found that it's really, really hard to break a lot of people out of the team sport mentality of politics.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm not in that because I've never really identified with the Republicans. I vote for the Republicans more often than the Democrats by a very wide margin. I've only voted Democrat. Like I could count on one hand the amount of times in my lifetime, federal, state, and local, that I've ever voted for a Democrat. But I'm not in line with the Republicans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've never really identified with that camp. I've just tended to view them as the lesser of two evils most of the time. But there's some people that are really on board with the Republicans, and it's ride or die with them. And it's like, no, man, my team, right or wrong. Like, it's like, I'm going to defend flock cameras, and I'm going to defend merging our military with the IDF. And I'm going to defend all this other horrendous shit to own the libs. And Lindsey Graham is my based faggot because he had an R by his name and all this other stuff. And it's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm not a team player like that, I guess.
It actually reminds I recently heard this story about this like lefty woman who left America because she couldn't stand the orange man, or couldn't stand it. Like, she basically owned the libs or the left by moving to Europe and befriending like a Pakistani immigrant, and then the Pakistani immigrant beat her to death, and leaving her daughter. Like, she was a single mother, left her daughter as orphan in Europe, in Ireland. That's where it was, in Ireland. It's like, yeah, we own the left. You just got yourself killed, made an orphan of your daughter. Great job.
That'll show him. I'm going to put flock cameras every 10 fucking feet that'll AI track me forever, because that'll own the left. We might arrest some black guys, so that's cool then.
Can I go on a philosophical tangent of how the dialectic progresses? Or like, I get that picture, that Ben Garrison picture of the huge pyramid with a red and blue leg walking on people, and they walk on the Democrat. It says, "I'll vote Republican." Walk on the Republican, vote Republican, and the head is still marching on to progress. The state is still marching on away. Like, can we not do that anymore?
At least it's a right wing. At least it's the right boot on my neck and not the left one.
This time around, it's always just this time around.
Yeah, some people are like, oh yeah, the flock cameras are great because Patriots in charge. I'm like, yeah, until fucking January.
It's always when you're talking to it's always so when you're talking to people who are truly invested in the idea. It's like, it's so hard to explain to people. No, maybe just being one team and one team is not beneficial to anybody, but it's just so much easier because there's all the propaganda is there, all the media is there, and there's no way to change that.
Like, I'm not gonna, like, oh, you gotta. Lindsey Graham was our guy. It's like, no, he wasn't. Lindsey Graham was probably the single most evil Republican. At least it was still alive. Like, there's more than a few Democrats, obviously. They're more despicable than him. But Republicans, I can't think of one worse. Not still living.
Oh yeah, in preparation for this video, I did found a nice little image for today.
I'm gonna go ahead and minimize the. There we go. Lindsay. Oh, Ladybug. Oh, good God. So let's tell the Ladybug story.
Yeah, please. And you wants the story for us, please.
Okay, so why Lindsey Graham has the nickname Ladybugs. So obviously Lindsey Graham was very, very gay. If you don't believe that, you're very, very naive. Lindsey Graham was gayer than cum on a mustache. And allegedly, one night Lindsey Graham was in a DC hotel ready for his gay prostitute to show up. So the gay prostitute shows up, and Lindsey Graham is already in the go-to position, not wasting any time. And it's apparently a dimly lit room. So the prostitute gets a look at what he's dealing with there, and it looks really dirty. So he's like, well, I'm going to wipe this down with a washcloth. And he's trying to wipe it down. He's like, none of this is coming off, right?
Uh-huh.
And he realizes that Lindsey Graham's ass and taint and balls are just covered in fucking moles.
Oh.
Just covered in fucking moles, like big, sticking out fucking moles. And Lindsey Graham apparently, allegedly, and I believe this 100%, this rings completely true to me, looked back and says, oh, don't mind those. Those are just my ladybugs.
Oh.
That's the grossest shit in the fucking world. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh, that's something I know they will never put. That's something that dings even my tinfoil soul. Like, oh, jeez. Just saying it so casually. If he did say so casually, like, good grief, dude, what the heck are you doing?
I love when one of the most evil sacks of shit in Congress dies, and we all have to everyone wants to pretend like he was a good guy. I remember, good God, this was like 20 years ago now. Remember when Ted Kennedy died?
Mm-hmm.
So there was some Republican, some fucking cuck, that was telling some story about what a great guy Ted Kennedy was. And he was like, you know, when I first came into the Senate, and I don't remember who this cuck was. It was 20 years ago. He's like, when I first came into the Senate, there was some big dignitary bullshit or something I had to go to. And Lindsey and Ted Kennedy was so nice, and he saved me a really nice seat right up front. And I'm like, wow, that was nice of him. He also killed that girl. So, you know, balance out. I mean, I don't know, just let's weigh the pros against. It was nice that he saved you a seat. He also, like, got drunk and killed that girl. He run that car off fucking into the river and just let her drown. There was also that.
Yeah, here it is. Here's the world we're stuck
we
in.
could tell Lindsey Graham was into BDSM, and we don't have a single story of him being flogged in a dungeon. Well, I mean, aren't all gay guys into that? They all are. I don't buy it otherwise. Because every gay guy is an absolute just hedonistic fucking demon. Okay. Like, I'm not saying like all of them are terrible people or shit, because I mean, I'm a fucking degenerate Cenobite myself. You could be into women and go down the fucking that dark path. Well, come on, every fucking gay guy is. There's nothing holding them back. Like, once you're already gay, what's bringing out the whips and chains at that point? You know what I mean? Like, is that really a bridge too far at that point? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I fuck dudes, but I don't like any pain. You can fuck in the ass. Like, no, I don't buy it. They're all into it. I'm sorry to tell you. Chances B-Man knows all about gay men. I guess, man. I just look. Obviously, this is speculation on my part. But I think they're all into it. I don't know what to deny. I can't imagine otherwise. I really don't. It's kind of like I imagine most lesbians, like the real lesbians. I mean, all women are bi. You know, that's why half the lesbians end up leaving a woman for a man. But like the ones that are in like actual real relationship, I imagine it's the most boring shit. Like, that's why it's like lesbian bed death. Because it's like that inertia just doesn't keep going, and it just turns into just watching Netflix on the fucking couch. Whereas two dudes turns into like this fucking feedback loop. It's just outdoing each other. That's how I have to imagine it works.
Look, I just went to Vin Garrison's site and I found this little image. We need to ramp up the war against Satan. Like, and Pierre's like, oh brother, here we go.
No, he's in hell. He's like, come on, let's do a second attempt at heaven.
And it was like, Lindsay, that didn't work the first time. I'm not doing that again. First time I did that, I got kicked down here.
Yeah,
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I don't want to bring about the apocalypse just yet.
Let's try it again. They don't have any Jews in heaven. It's anti-Semitic.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you. I really wish I could get it through some Christian's head that like modern, like the Judaism of the Old Testament is dead. It doesn't exist anymore. Okay. That covenant is closed. It was fulfilled in Christ. 3 religions, one of which was true, ultimately sprung out of the ashes of that dead covenant. You should look, as a Christian, you should look at modern Judaism the same way you look at Islam. You should look at it as like, yes, they're all Abrahamic religions, but they are obvious just offshoots and mutations of the one true one.
Although, to be fair, the more we know about Islam now, the more Islam comes off as like Black Hebrew Israelism if it was set in Arabia. That's what it is. Oh, but Beglov, if you ever want to have that normie conversation, if I don't know if normies are open to that, but you could teach them about rabbinic Judaism. What happened to Jews after the temple fell apart?
I don't know if this is true because sometimes stuff gets made up and all, and I haven't read the entirety of the Talmud because it's not even one book; it's several fucking volumes. But supposedly there's some rabbi in there that was writing about in like the 2nd or 3rd century, pretty early, relatively after Christ, that after Jesus, all of the supernatural stuff in Judaism stopped working.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Why do you think that might be, Rabbi? Chat says, I really don't care about people's sexuality. I'm not a Puritan. I care about the whole bombing every country. Oh, look, it's easier to it's fun to make fun of Lindsey Graham for his Ladybugs and being a big fruit and all this other stuff. But ultimately, the ocean of innocent blood on his hands is the genuine crime here. I have no doubt of that. Yes, that man pushed us into war after war after war after war, none of which were just, none of which even benefited us. That's at the end of the day, that alone, the gay stuff is just funny. That's just dunking it.
Yeah, the Ladybug stuff, that could be gross but funny, but that's the part. Your issue you take is that no, we went off to die into wars for no reason that were no benefit to us whatsoever.
Yeah, you're sending our boys to die. And frankly, you're a sitting senator who expresses publicly that his main concern is a foreign nation. That's treasonous. Yes, that's treasonous when some fucking Democrat does that about Palestine or Ukraine or Somalia, but it's also treasonous when you do it about Israel. It is. It 100% is. I'm tired of pretending it's not.
Oh, here it is. If you really want to point out something like the terribleness of current rabbinic Judaism, it would be this story. I probably told this story before. The oven of Achaniah. Have you heard of it?
I don't know if I have. I've heard of some other ovens involving Jews, but I don't think that's
yeah. Oh, yeah. We're tangent on that, but apparently, I don't know if this is one of the actual Talmuds or something related to the Talmud. But basically, there's a dispute among the Jews about what oven is actually blessed by God, and one rabbi says it's one oven, and the majority says no, it's not the oven. And so the one rabbi starts performing miracles, demonstrate, no, this oven is actually blessed by God. And the other rabbis, no, it's not. And then God himself comes down and says, no, he's right. The oven is blessed. And the rabbis say, no, the Torah is on earth, not in heaven. We decide what that is. And it then has God saying something to the effect of, I have been defeated by my children. And if there is anything the Talmud, people say, the Talmud says Jesus in hell, boiling his own feces. I mean, I get that, but when your writings suggest that you have more authority than your God, I think that's more damning than that. I think it's far more damning.
I'm going to agree. The Jesus thing, everybody points to that. But if you do genuinely believe Jesus was a false prophet and committing blasphemy, I can understand why you would think that. But when you're writing no, we literally overthrew God, that's satanic in its purest form. There's no defending that.
I like this clip from Basic Logic. I wonder if I can play it real quick.
Is Rabbinic Judaism. Rabbinic Judaism does not see God in the same way Christians do. In Christianity, there's a massive distinction between the letter of the law and the spirit of the law. But in Rabbinic Judaism, the letter of the law is the spirit of the law. If a rabbi finds what we would call a loophole, then that loophole was always intended. As a result, Christianity and Rabbinic Judaism can't even call upon their shared foundation in the Old Testament, because later rabbis have reinterpreted the Old Testament in ways unrecognizable from a Christian lens.
You get to the spirit of the law thing. A lot of times, very legalistic Christians will point to certain things Jesus said, if your eye causes you to sin, rip it out. Or you had that kind of thing. It's easier for a camel to get through an eye of a needle than a rich man to get in heaven. All this other stuff. If you've felt rage towards your fellow man, you've committed murder. If you felt lust towards a woman, you've committed adultery. This sort of thing. you'll notice if you really read the text carefully, all these things are said before Christ's death. And the point of all those things is to show how badly you fail the old covenant. Like how unimaginably far from the mark you are. That's why this was so offensive to the religious leaders at the day, because they were like, no, I got it all. I got it all straightened out.
Abraham is our father, and God. We don't need to worry about God being our father. Abraham is our father.
Yeah, and that again, that's why like you find really harsh, and sometimes again a lot of legalist, even in Protestant circles, a lot of legalistic people see you know, if you've ever looked at porn on your phone, you should just throw your computer away. And it's like, I mean, maybe, but like, calm down. Okay?
Maybe you should be looking at porn regularly, but that's not really the point. The problem is not. I mean, yeah, you should cut your hand out, but really, you should cut your sin out. That's kind of the point, because
or just take it to the cross. And
if you're still lusting your heart,
sanctified that way.
If you're still lusting your heart, then losing your internet connection is not going to help much.
Yeah, trust me, I have a vivid imagination. I can shut off the internet entirely. I'll still manage to sin.
No, limiting your internet supply will help in that regard, but it's not the end all be all. You're missing the point.
Yeah, Chet Forney brings up the trad view. You know, that's the Zoomer view. If your penis calls you to sin, cut it off.
Oh, I almost said that. I almost said it.
Beglov, Forney says, Beglov, this is cute to talk about how Catholics are trying to sew the veil back up and how this is Jewish. I mean, ultimately, that is the thing with the Catholic Church. Have tried to sew the veil back up since the day it was torn. But in all fairness, that's a common thing with just a lot of authoritarian, legalistic Christianity. I mean, you'll see this in mega churches. You'll see very controlling mega church pastors that are trying to do the same thing. Yeah.
Anywho.
Chad says, I don't give a shit about what other people do in the privacy of their own beds, but starts getting annoying when they make it their personality until it turn into a holy crusade. Again, if you made a list of Lindsey Graham's sins in severity, I'm not sure being gay is in the top 10. I'm not sure. I don't know if it cracks. If you're counting each fucking war he wants to start individually, I don't know if it cracks the top 20. Like, he was a bloodthirsty piece of shit who did not care about the people he was elected to represent. And by the way, that's a betrayal. Like, you're elected senator of South Carolina. That means your first duty is to the United States and to the people of South Carolina. You're in charge of representing your constituents. To say shit like, I'm really more concerned about Israel right now, when, you know, your constituents after a hurricane are standing on the fucking roof of their flooded house waiting for someone to rescue them, that's a betrayal. Like, that's worse than having some gay hooker wipe down your ladybugs. Okay, it's way worse. Like, yeah, Lindsey Graham was everything wrong with the Republican Party. He was sort of the Republican Party personified. You know, didn't give a shit about his constituents. You know, pretended to be Christian, closet homosexual, and loved Israel more than America. That's the Republican Party in a nutshell.
I mean, the swearing in vow for the synod starts with this: I do solemnly swear to or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I mean, it's the first line of the vow, for crying out loud.
And just the nature of being a representative. I mean, not just here, any kind of fucking elected representative. The very nature of it is to represent the people that elected you. You know, your fucking constituents. Like, it's.
He probably was in the party. He was probably like in the bigger party that had other allegiances and just did it all for lip service. I'm
like, well, he voted for everything. He was such a supporter of Trump's agenda. I'm like, yeah, when Trump's agenda became inverted here recently. Lindsay was a never Trumper early on. Like,
Yep.
yeah, once Trump's agenda went from MAGA to MAGA, he was all about it. But it's okay, Luke. We put his sister in the Senate seat now. Because apparently being a senator is such a nothing job that someone with 30 years experience can be replaced by his sister. Normally it would be his wife. They like to do that. But for some reason, Lindsay never married. I don't know why that is. Real swinging bachelor, that guy. just no woman could tie him down, eh?
He only had one true lady love, and that was Israel, apparently.
He was married to Israel. Yeah, why don't they just stick Benjamin Netanyahu in that Senate seat? Let's just get rid of the fucking pretense.
Mm.
Oh man, did we admit Mitch McConnell was dead? But supposedly his Chinese spy wife took a picture of him in the hospital. Like, see, he's fine.
I wonder if we need to start putting age requirements on things now, since the baby boomers are nearing their end.
I didn't realize until just recently. That motherfucker's married to a Chinese spy. It's just, again, worst kept secret in the world. She was in China just a couple of weeks ago. It was so fucked. Oh, God. They're all just so treasonous. You just got to level that city. I don't know what else to do. You got to just pray for a meteor to just take all of DC out.
Yeah, the cathedral has a good filtration system. Make sure the people in line stay in line.
He's 84 years old. Why is he? He's not even a spry 84-year-old.
Who?
Mitch McConnell. Like, he's just what was her name? Not Pelosi, the other one, Feinstein. Remember when they wheeled her in?
Oh, that was sad.
And it looked like, remember, the meme of like the fucking old grandpa worm in the wheelchair from SpongeBob? It just looks like that. It's just wheeling in this fucking corpse.
Oh, geez.
The intern just moving her mouth. It looks like she's saying yes. The fucking the halls of Congress look like a fucking Return of the Living Dead sequel.
Oh, jeez. Like, all the pictures I'm finding are just getting worse and worse.
They all look like they should be fucking dancing to Thriller alongside Michael Jackson. It's fucking...
While still in the wheelchair, no less.
He's just doing the arm motions. Like, that's all he can do with the dance.
Do automatic roller in the wheelchair, do the arm motions the whole time.
We need to rip the wheelchair ramp out of the halls of Congress, okay? Enough's enough.
There is a comic book with these villains, like there's a comic book with super villains that look like this, isn't there? There has to be. I know there is.
This is unacceptable, man. This is
like something you'd see in back when heavy metal was still around. You see the leaders, horribly decrepit monsters attached to the machines, keeping them alive.
It was around 2022 or 23, maybe 2024, that I had rewatched the movie Bulworth on like Tubi, something like that, and pretty good movie. But it takes place in the movie came out in 97, but it takes place in the 96 election cycle. And they're referencing, they even have a lot of them actually appear, like a lot of actual congressmen and senators and media figures from the time. And as I'm watching, I'm like, most of these motherfuckers are still in power 30 years later. Now imagine in the 90s, Luke, if you watched a movie about like a political race in the 60s and half of those people were still in Congress. That would have seemed ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, why can't anyone step aside anymore? Like, good God. Somebody did it's on Twitter. Somebody posted like the big Avengers Doomsday trailer or like the poster and all these fucking actors from like, the Fox X-Men and the fucking Avengers movies. And they're all like in their 50s and 60s at least now.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I don't want to see that movie because it looks like shit. I'll probably watch it on streaming out of curiosity, but I have no interest in those movies at this point. But it's like, because part of why I have no interest is because like they're all like 16. Like, imagine if it was like in the 80s and like Adam West was still Batman. You're like, what are you doing? What's going on here? Like, just wheel in some 84-year-old. I'm sorry, his Chinese spy wife wheels in some 84-year-old who doesn't know where he is. Like, I'm sorry, weren't we all making fun of Biden for this?
Yeah.
I know I was, because it was fucked up then too. Remember we all made fun of Biden because it was like, oh wow, Kamala Harris is their fucking nominee now and nobody voted for her?
I think the main difference
Watch
is
Lindsey
like...
Graham's sister be the nominee. Like, they're going to hold a special election. She'll be the nominee. And South Carolina will vote her in for the next 30 fucking years.
Yeah. What are we even doing here, Beglov?
I don't know, man. I'm if this is winning, then I am indeed pretty tired of winning. It's gear 104. Like, go home. Like, I remember that a couple years ago, almost right before he died with Dobson. It was right in the 2022 election when Dobson and Gary Bauer were James Dobson, Gary Bauer were on the radio complaining about how, things didn't go real well. And sorry to tell you, it's kind of because of a lot of pro-life spurgery sometimes. But he's all like, I can't believe it. And he just sounded so old and tired. I'm like, go home and like hug your grandkids. Like, what are you doing? You're going to die soon. Like, go home. Let some younger men handle this. Dashing Rogue says a lot of this boils down to people not wanting to train their replacements. If he means passing the torch. I'm gonna since I mentioned James Dobson, let's talk about that real quick because there's a little funny story about him training replacements. So if you're familiar with religious right circles, you may know that James Dobson founded Focus on the Family. Luke, I'm sure you know this.
Oh yes, of course. It was playing on the radio all the time.
Yeah, I imagine you had to listen to a lot of Adventures in Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Mommy, can we listen to regular radio? Shut up, Luke.
Unfortunately, Adventures in Odyssey wasn't on all the time, and I wish it was.
Anyways, so Focus on the Family. He starts Focus on the Family. Now, Dobson had for a while realized he had seen enough of these mega churches and all that get built around one, or even just ministries that get built around one person. And that person dies, and the church dies, or the ministry dies, or the organization dies. A lot of mega churches suffer this now. Most mega churches are basically built around a celebrity pastor. But anyways, he was like, no, I don't want that to happen to Focus on the Family. I want to build up a board that can tell me no. I want to build up some people that I will be passing the torch to who will slowly take the reins, and I will just get to ride off into the sunset and bounce my grandkids on my knees, knowing that my life's work is in good hands. So he does that. Then Barack Obama gets elected, which, if you may remember, really surprised the hell out of most of the Republicans. Even though they had fucked things up really bad, they really didn't see it coming that people would stop voting for them after doing that. The Republicans did not understand what was happening in 2008. They just didn't. Well, a lot of people that Focus on the Family come early 2009. They were like, "Look, we're in for some rough waters here, so it's time to batten down the hatches. We're going to put our heads down a little bit. we're going to focus on family stuff, which, was ostensibly supposed to be their mission to begin with. We're going to cool it on the politics for now, until we get our bearings. You know what I mean? With a storm coming, we're going to batten down the hatches. That was their plan. Dobson didn't like this plan at all because, like a lot of old school Republicans, he did not understand how this gay black Muslim took the power from him. He didn't get it. It was like, this is a mistake. This is obviously a mistake. It's a fluke. Like, they didn't understand it. They didn't understand why endless war and crashing the economy in 2008 turned out to be very unpopular. Anyways, Dobson began fighting relentlessly with his board. A lot of this is rumor. A lot of this, he's told a somewhat bitter story about this over the years. Focus on the Family has remained very, very quiet, which tells me they're either very guilty or very innocent because they don't feel the need to pipe up on this. But they told Dobson to get the fuck out because they lost a lot. That was a costly decision because James Dobson retained intellectual property rights of all of his shows that he did, all of his interviews and stuff. So they lost a lot of their back catalog when they did that. By the way, he retained those intellectual property rights and each year donated them to Focus on the Family as a tax write-off. He wasn't a stupid man. But anyways, he immediately goes and starts his own Focus on the Family. I mean, the joke is with blackjack and hookers, but I guess that's not applicable here. With even less fun. He was like, I'll start my own Focus on the Family with even less fun things, even less sex. even less cool things. All right. So he does that. Starts Family Talk, starts the James Dobson Family Institute. I love how there's always these fancy names for these things, and then like it's just some asshole in a closet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all of these things sound like you would be going to this like fucking think tank, like just headquarters or something, you know what I mean? And it's just like that. I'm sitting in my spare room right now with a futon behind me, but this is prestigious Beglov Studios, Luke.
Yeah.
This is the Beglov Redhead Supremacy Institute. like, fuck off. But anyways, that was a good example of James Dobson. He was like, I'm going to pass the reins. And as soon as the guy he passed the reins to did the slightest thing he didn't like, he was like, no, fuck you. Chad says, I have no interest in the Avengers Doomsday movie because it would be too damn depressing to see these actors try to recapture the old MCU mention. I really don't understand why they don't just fucking let the MCU die. And I know people will say, well, it's a moneymaker. And it's like, no, Marvel is a moneymaker. Okay. You could like still make Avengers stuff, but like this specific version of the Avengers, you don't have to keep doing. Again, like what if it was like 1994 and Warner Brothers was still like, no, it's got to be Adam West. Like that would be ridiculous. Like, why are you still like all of the characters have either been run into the dirt or they're dead or the actors don't want to come back or they're too old. Let it go. What are we doing?
Yeah, if you don't know this little image I'm playing, it's an animated story of the king and the golem. And basically, it's a king worried about who will succeed him. And so the ultimate story is that he can't find any person he trusts. And so he gets his best armies and best scientists to create a robot that will do all the work for him, that actually he can trust it completely. The problem is, at the very end, he's not sure if he can fully trust it to do the right thing. And it ends with him almost handing the crown over to him. And so he's always haunted by the thought of, what if it's not me? This person is not me. This robot is not me. But, he's designed to be me, but it's not completely me. So how do I trust him?
You gotta see it's ego that does that to you, like because like the world was here before you, the world's gonna be here after you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you hear that like people aren't replaceable, that little like thing, You know, you'll hear that like the safety meeting at work. Well, people aren't replaceable. It's like, I get what you're saying. We all have an eternal soul, all that good shit, but we are replaceable. Okay,
the individual is not replaceable, but every person can be replaced by another person.
Yeah, like I get it. We all have our unique souls, and we're all unique and loved in the eyes of God. But we are, you know, we have a whole biological mechanism for creating our replacements. Like, people aren't replaceable. Well, that's terrible news because people die all the time. Are we going to run out? Well, no. There's over 8 billion. Clearly, we're not running out.
The number has slowed recently, but we're not going to run out as long as humans.
Yeah, it's still technically going up. They say it's going to go down here soon, but it seems like it has a lot of room to go down before that's a problem. So clearly, we're not running out.
I mean, it's going down to it's noticeably going down to the extent that Social Security is suffering, but not to humanity as a whole is suffering.
Yeah, there's a few pyramid schemes that are going to suffer, but we'll move on. But no, like one day you're going to die. Like just be fucking like put your ego aside and understand your mortality. You're going to be dead one day. It could be many decades from now. It could be tomorrow. But you're going to be dead.
And all you could do is be like Paul said, I ran the race and it's so finally over. And so time to go home now.
You know, and the people you leave behind, they'll remember you for a time and they'll be sad. And one day they'll be dead. You know, and other people will come along and replace you. Like that's how it is. Yeah. This person's irreplaceable. Nobody is irreplaceable. And thank God for that, you know, because everybody is going to need to be replaced at some point.
I kind of hope so. I hope the world doesn't need me to be around.
Yeah, because I mean, look, I'm not taking care of myself. I mean, I don't know how much longer I got. I mean, I'm kind of fat, and I'm already 43, so I don't know. I mean, if I was in good shape, what do I got? 5 decades tops, and that's if I was in good shape, Luke. I don't know. I mean, the world doesn't need you. It'll be just fine. Yeah, do what you can out there, but like. The world will keep on spinning long after you're gone.
I mean, even if I like to play around the idea that if I was immortal, what I'd be doing. And I think if I were more like, no, I think I just let everyone else take care of this stuff. I think I just enjoy my life alone now.
Imagine how fast time would feel like it's going by. Because, you know, we're both old enough. You felt that where it's like, man, you know, the years aren't as long as they used to be, are there? Are they? But then imagine if you like live for 1,000 years. Just seasons feel like a couple of days to you at that point. Like it's just. I would have to imagine that would reach a point where it just sort of all becomes the same. Like I don't think we're meant to live that long. Not in this fallen earth. But yeah, that's the ego thing. And that's the ego thing with the boomers, where it's like, no, I'm going to still do it. And it's like, you're 90. Yeah. My dad was feeling all depressed the other day. He goes, oh, I'm old. I'm useless. I can't get under, you know, he's a mechanic. He's like, I can't get under cars anymore. And I'm like, why do you even want to at your age? Like, you're 72 years old. You should be sitting on a chair, like, you know, and he has some like, you know, younger guys into cars and shit. He knows that he's like teaching them stuff. I don't give a fuck. I know the basics because I want to be able to take care of a thing I own, but I don't have the aptitude or the desire really to get deep into that. But he has younger people he knows that he's been like a mentor to in that regard. And it's like, yeah, that's your fucking role now. Like, enjoy it. It's a nice thing you've earned, really. You know, like,
yeah.
You get to be the master splinter now, okay? You don't have to go fight in the Technodrome anymore. But, yeah, I'm not seeing Avengers Doomsday. I have no real interest in it. Like, it looks like a clusterfuck. It looks like they're once again going to butt fuck the character of Dr. Doom. So I'm just like, nah, man. I don't want to. Like, why is Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom? That's so stupid. Is it even Doctor Doom, or is it like some alternate version of Iron Man that went evil?
Maybe it's one of the what if universes where Iron Man was Doctor Doom in another parallel universe.
Yeah, I think this version of Doctor Doom is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
It's like that's not. I don't care. I don't give a fuck, man. It's like, don't you want to see the Fox X-Men again for another send-off? And it's like they've had like 40 fucking send-offs. It's like I'm done with it.
And that's a real sad thing too, because
like, half of those movies blow too. Let's be real. I have nostalgia for watching the first X-Men movie in the theaters because it was a special thing at the time, but it ain't like it's held up that well, and it's one of the better ones. Like, like I'm sorry, the early MCU shit still hold up really well. The first Spider-Man, hell, the first two Spider-Mans, even to a lesser extent the third, hold up pretty damn well. The Blade movies hold up great, especially one. But like the X-Men, man, like the second one's pretty good. First Class is pretty good. I think Days of Futures Past is pretty good. Logan's really good. And then like the rest of them are kind of fucking bad. And I guess Deadpool, if you're counting that as an X-Men movie, those movies are pretty solid. Third one's kind of a whole bunch of goofy bullshit member berries, but I still enjoyed it. But like that's like X-Men 1 hasn't aged well. X-Men 3 is pretty bad. Even at the time, people didn't like it. The solo Wolverine movies, aside from Logan, are terrible. I heard, I didn't see it, but I heard Dark Phoenix and Age of Apocalypse are pretty bad. Chat says Phase 1 MCU is so good. MCU is pretty good right up until I'm going to say most of it is good until Endgame. It's pretty much batting 1,000 for me until I want to say about right after Age of Ultron. It's like Age of Ultron was good, but like right after that, it kind of seemed like it was petering, like it didn't exactly know where it was going. There's even some of the early MCU stuff that like people consider bad is still like better than most. Like people are like Iron Man 2 was terrible. I'm like, it was fine. I remember Argent once said like Thor 2 was the worst movie he ever saw, and I'm like, you ain't seen a lot of movies then. Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, worst thing you say about it was forgettable.
And that's where we're at right now, because they're just trying to keep the properties alive because they have no other properties to exploit at the moment, or they're not willing to give any other properties a chance at the moment.
I don't know why they don't just reboot Marvel shit again. Like, just do another version.
Must we? Do we have to, though? Do we have to go through the reboots and remakes now?
I don't even want Marvel movies, if I'm going to be honest at this point. Like, you know what I would do if they were like, what should we do with Marvel, like screen-wise? Like, comic book-wise, oh my God. First things first, undo One More Day. But, like, screen-wise, imagine if you did 4 shows, right? Decently high quality, not your typical streaming service flop. Like, really put some fucking effort into these. 4 shows running simultaneously. You do a Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Avengers, and X-Men. Everybody knows who the fuck these things are. You don't have to do origins. You can like start this in a world where superheroes have been active for, let's say, 3 or 4 years at this point. Things are somewhat kind of established right from the get-go. Have these 4 shows basically standalone, but also intertwined. You know what I mean? That would probably rule. But hey, what do I know? Chat says, "How's unintelligent design? How's Liam doing?" Well, he popped in on here on Sunday. He supposedly still hasn't watched my Wednesday show about him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I mean, you'll watch everyone else that criticizes you. It's kind of your problem. I don't know. Like I said, Liam's still my buddy, man. I don't have any problem with him. But, you know, I do think he needs to rein himself in. I don't know what else to say. Like, we went over it quite a bit, but my advice and my criticism stand. You know what I want to see a movie of or a show or something? I want to see somebody do something with it's fucking Vampirella, Luke.
Vampirella, you say?
So Dynamite, I didn't realize this until recently. Dynamite Comics outright owns Vampirella at this point, which is weird because Dynamite doesn't own a lot of stuff. They mostly do licensed things. So I just assumed they had the license, but no, they flat out own the character at this point. I would love to see a Vampirella movie. You get a hot fucking actress in that role, man. God, that would rule.
But what would the movie be about? What would it be?
Okay, so first of all, like the original origin of Vampirella is batshit insane. Like she's from the planet Draculon. She's like alien vampire. Like that's a hat on a hat. We don't need that. Okay, she's just Dracula. She's just Dracula's daughter. You don't even have to do that. She's just a vampire. Okay, like you just look at Vampirella and you can just instantly like, okay, I see what this is about. Like I don't even know if you really need to explain her that much. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm of two minds. Either just a classic kind of somewhere between superhero and horror thing, or people don't remember, but the originally Vampirella, it was a comic book. It was like a magazine size one. It wasn't under Comics Code or any of this shit. And I mean, it goes back to the 60s. You know what I mean? But like, she was like the Crypt Keeper. Like she hosted an anthology comic.
Oh.
Like the first issue, she does go over her just bonkers fucking origin. But then after that, it's just like, for like a while, it's just like, here's another like Tales of the Crypt, like Twilight Zone fucking Tales from the Dark Side type fucking story. Right. And she's just hosting it like the Crypt Keeper. If somebody did a Tales from the Crypt style show and had a really, really hot actress, I mean, get somebody at Stack, get somewhere out there, there's a baddie that is the fucking Zoomer version of Elvira. She's got to be fucking out there, Luke. You find her, you put her in the costume, and you have her host a Tales from the Crypt like show. And I guarantee you it's a hit. I guarantee you're printing money. Chat says I like the Draculon origin. I don't even hate it for like some comics, but it's like I kind of just prefer just a Dracula's daughter thing. And also, like, is that really going to fly to general audiences? I don't know, man. I don't know if general audiences are going to take the Draculon origin well. Like, I'm a big comic guy, and I can I'm barely hanging with it. It's the definition of a hat on a hat. Wolfman says, could she even make it in today's neo-Puritan society? I don't know, man. There's definitely still an audience for it, but would you have a bunch of Zoomer trads and Zoomer feminists alike whining about it because they hate sex? Probably. But how about we just stop listening to? How about we just all tell them to shut the fuck up and go get laid? Like that's what we really need to do, okay?
Yeah, and there is the downside of like girls who are very well endowed tend to not be very good actresses. Because this is going to be like an anthology series where she's introducing a character. She has to play the role. She has to be funny and amusing.
Yeah, but you could get like some bitch like Sydney Sweeney. Like imagine if Sydney Sweeney was a little taller and we throw the black wig on her, right? Because she's so fun. You know what I mean? She just exudes this guy. That's why everyone loves her. It's not that she's the hottest woman to ever live. It's that she just feels like she'd be fun to be around. You get like a slightly more evil, toxic version of that kind of fun because it's a femme fatale. It's a vampire chick. You know, she's gonna probably kill you. But like, you get a little bit of that. I still can't. My God, that would be amazing. I think that would print money. I think you get a stacked actress in Vampirella. That would print some fucking money.
Let's see. As of now, the best possible answer is this Sofia Vergara.
I could see that working. I really think you got to go with like almost an unknown, but I could see that working. Yeah, I could see that working. I love Vampirella quite a bit, but I don't read Vampirella that regularly because it is the definition of hit or miss. And also Dynamite does not give a fuck about trying to establish any canon with her or anything. Like every other writer is basically a soft reboot at Dynamite. They don't give a fuck. Like she's almost a mascot more than a character. But I do think there's genuine potential in that. Either way you go, like you just go like some sort of Spawn or Blade, like dark horror, like superhero story, or you just go full anthology. Like, I'm sorry, as much as I love the goofy little puppet and his fucking like, Halloween puns, Tales from the Crypt would have been a lot better with a big titty vampire chick hosting it.
Let's see. Who else is there?
There's not. I don't know, man. I don't know a lot of actresses these days. I don't keep up with that kind of shit. I don't watch as many movies as I used to, so I couldn't tell you. I mean, the only, I don't watch Euphoria because I'm not a gay group, groiper. So I wouldn't know who Sydney Sweeney was if she wasn't like a meme online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't believe I've ever seen anything she was in except that SNL episode. I watched a bunch of the skits like on SNL's fucking YouTube page, and they were pretty funny. SNL's kind of got its groove back a little bit, oddly enough. I've watched a bunch of their recent skits, and they're pretty fucking funny, man. Now, these are like best of the best that are on their fucking YouTube channel, so maybe if I sat through a whole episode, there'd be a lot of duds. But in all fairness, that was true in their heyday. I mean, when you're banging out, a couple dozen skits a week, you're gonna have duds. There was one where like Michael Keaton was hosting that time, and he's doing like a skit where he's on like the shopping channel, and he's selling his cookies on there, and they're supposed to be like a bloodshot zombie eye, but they look like a titty,
right?
Because like the iris is like red and on, and it's at that. Look up when you're done watching me, chat, and you've sent me a bunch of super chats. Look up the SNL. Look up the SNL bit of like zombie cookie. It's probably under zombie eye cookie. That shit had me dying. I've seen some Weekend Update bits. There's like a black guy and a white guy hosting it, and they're doing a lot of kind of semi-edgy racial humor and shit. And it's like, I'm glad to see it, man. Nature is healing. Chet says the 90s Vampirella had her played by a chick. I watched that movie. I think you can find the whole thing for free on YouTube, and it is. I could see why that didn't make it to theaters because it's rough, man. But I don't know, man. I feel like Vampirella could get a proper movie. But who knows, man? I don't know. Especially in this day and age, would they allow such a thing? Can we have nice things like Vampirella? Oh wait.
How about Christina? How about Christina Hendricks?
I could definitely see that working. Good God, those are some fucking cannons. I bet your fish head wife doesn't have cannons like these, huh? God damn. Yeah, I want a Vampirella movie. I want a Vampirella show. I want like Tales from the Crypt, but it's fucking Vampirella.
Oddly enough, most of the sexiest actresses right now are all Latina, and so I'm not sure if that's just a trend we're having, but there's like no one that's as pale as Vampirella or as European as Vampirella.
You can find somebody. You find an unknown, man. That's the other thing. Just like we need Harvey Weinstein back. we need his casting catch powers back. I'm sorry. I know we're all not supposed to say it. Look, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, it's like you got rid of the wolves because we don't like the wolves. They're attacking our cattle, but we got rid of the wolves and now the deer are overrunning us.
Oh dear.
Like, I don't know what to tell you. We needed him. He was part of the ecosystem. We need him back. He's the hero that Gotham needs, or not the hero that Gotham wants, or however that went. I don't know. That was kind of stupid. We can't be having ugly, fat black chicks play Helen of Troy anymore. We need you back, Harvey. We can't do this anymore. God damn it! Couldn't they have at least gotten a hot black chick? I can't live like this, Harvey. We need you back.
And our other last option is a woman named Kate Dennings.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, she could do it. You know what? She's kind of short, but you know what? We could have a short Queen Vampirella. She could do it. I could see that, and she's funny. Like, she's like Two Broke Girls is kind of not a very good show because it's not very well written. Like a lot of Chuck Lorre stuff, the writing is very hit or miss. But she is a pretty good comedic actress. If you were playing Vampirella as like a little bit comedic, like the Crypt Keeper or like Elvira, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
If she's like the somewhat kind of comedic horror-esque like host of an anthology series, I could see her knocking that out of the park. Oh, that just big titties out there in a little red one piece with just fucking goofy vampire puns as she's introducing the next fucking episode of Vampirella. That would rule. Chat says the obsession actress proves that people are looking for not. I'm gonna just go to Walmart one of these days, and I'm just gonna grab Obsession and fucking Backrooms on. I was gonna watch Backrooms for free. Somebody had linked me to where somebody put it on Twitter, but I like waited a day and then it got yanked down. And I'm like, everybody's talking about them. I'm just gonna watch them on Blu-ray because it's honestly cheaper than getting a movie ticket or even fucking paying on demand half the time. And if I don't like them, I could just sell them to my one place that sells Blu-rays. So fuck it. I'll watch the two Zoomer horror icons of being afraid of empty rooms and vagina. Obsession might be good. I don't have any high hopes for Backrooms. Like, the monsters are kind of cool looking. I mean, they sort of look fucked up and all, but like in a good way, in a good horror way. But it's like, I don't know. I've watched a lot of horror. I really highly doubt Backrooms will surprise me. I've seen probably half of it at this point because I've watched so many fucking clips that I'm like, Backrooms, from what I've seen, and I've watched probably half of it. Like, I know the plot by now. Backrooms is as good as a creepypasta movie made by a 22-year-old could ever possibly be. So take that for what it is. I know a lot of Zoomers are like, "Oh, this is amazing," but it's like, that's because you haven't watched movies ever. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Chat says, as great as Vampirella sounds on paper, it would unfortunately bomb in theaters for the same reason Supergirl flopped due to lack of mass appeal. See, I don't think that's why Supergirl flopped. And I don't think Supergirl's nearly as bad as people say. I even mostly enjoyed it. I can see why it flopped, and I don't think it's because it was a Supergirl movie. I think it's because, A, that actress isn't as hot as she should be. We should have a hotter Supergirl. Again, we miss you, Harvey. B, this isn't the Supergirl movie people would want out of a Supergirl movie. Like, Woman of Tomorrow is such a weird fucking choice for a story to adapt for a Supergirl movie. A Supergirl movie should be Supergirl adjusting to life on Earth and her new powers and her new role. That's what it should be. That should be the first Supergirl movie. Maybe Supergirl 2 could have been Woman of Tomorrow. But like Supergirl 1 should just be that. And if it was just that, I think it would have done a lot better. But you know, the trailer didn't help it. Where it's like we opened the trailer with Crypto pissing on like a picture of Superman in the paper. And it's like I get that that's a funny gag, and I'm not like offended by it, but I can see why a bunch of other people assume, oh, this is more just pissing on the heroes, right? And this is more the white man. Like I can see why everybody just assumed right away, oh, this is woke, right? Because so many people got themselves, and I know why, but so many people got themselves into this like reflexive, like there's a woman in it, like this kind of stuff. And like even if she was in space, like Supergirl and Lobo like hanging out would have probably done a lot better. Because Lobo is the best fucking part of it. But I don't know, man. I would have maybe just had like Supergirl adapt into life on Earth, and then maybe Lobo shows up as an antagonist, and Superman's not around to help her for whatever reason. But it turns out Lobo is actually there trying to, you know, on a bounty hunter for a worse guy, and then they team up. Whatever. I could think of a million ways to do a Supergirl movie that probably would have resonated a lot better with audiences. Probably would have done a lot better. Now, I don't know, though. Who knows? Because, like, Masters of the Universe did pretty bad. Not nearly as bad, but it didn't do as well as they'd hoped. And Masters of the Universe fucking ruled. So I don't know, man. I guess Zoomers just long for the empty hallways, and that's what we're going to get. We're going to get more creepypasta movies. We're going to get Siren Head, the movie, and Skibbity Toilet, the movie. So I don't know. I guess that's what we got now. Whatever.
We actually get a better version of Slender Man.
I don't know. I think we're getting Skibbity Toilet next. We're getting Skibbity Toilet. It's just all Skibbity Toilet all the time.
There's probably not enough of them to actually justify us putting the movie in the theater, though. Population collapse and whatnot.
I don't know, man. I like. I'm not an expert on what would do well. I still think, honestly, I think a Vampirella show would be the best movie. I really think just Tales from the Crypt, but with Vampirella, with a hot, charming, funny actress as Vampirella, wins money. Like that becomes the biggest hit that year on whatever streaming service it's on. Because we don't have regular TV anymore, so that's just how it has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, we do, but it's like it's boomers watching episodes of 911. You know what I mean? So it's like they're watching the B NATO on 911, so they're not good. I didn't even know they did a Slenderman movie, to be honest with you. Like, that's kind of news to me, truthfully. But I don't know. I don't know what a lot of that internet culture shit is. Like, even the like the millennials that are 10 years younger than me will talk about internet culture shit, and it's like, man, in the 2000s, like the early 2000s, I would watch some Newground shit, like Foamy the Squirrel or Retarded Animal Babies and shit like that. But man, I mean, I'd go on comic boards and I'd see what comic books are coming out, and I'd look up fucking pornography, and I'd go to WorldNet Daily and get some political news. Like that's all I did basically online in the 2000s. Like, you know, TV and movies were still good. I didn't hang out on the internet. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, you know, I did a little bit online, and it's like, okay, now I'm going to go see what's on Comedy Central. Like,
yeah. The internet has become the norm, and now the internet has become like television, and it's so dull. Ugh.
I can't stand the amount of ads on YouTube. And I know people are like, oh, you should install ad blocker. And it's like, okay, but like that doesn't, I don't know how to get ad blocker on my phone. I really don't. And that's where I watch a lot of videos, or I watch it downstairs on the smart TV. And man, the worst thing about these ads is it's all like ones that you're supposed to skip after 10 seconds, or the ad ends up being like 5 minutes long. I hate those so much because it's like you're trying to like just listen to something while you're doing dishes or something. It's like now your hands are all wet and gross, and you got to like go touch your phone and get like, I hate that so much, man.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to like play something to like fall asleep to, like background noise. And then, you know, it's like a fucking ad. Chat says the ads are so bad they interrupt some live streams. Yeah, there's one. I caught a little bit of him. Nicholas D'Orio or something like that. I forget how to pronounce his last name. But he covered a lot of Jeremy stuff, and he covered a few other things I was interested in. And he has ads while he's live.
Oh.
While he's fucking live, it interrupts with ads. And I'm like, this is brutal, man. It's bad enough when you're watching a replay, but it's like I'm literally missing part of what you're fucking saying.
Oof.
I'm sorry, there should be no mid ads anymore. Enough of that. Ad before, period. I'm tired of this, like, just or if there is a mid ad, it should be a simple 10-second ad that you don't have to skip. None of this, like, oh, you could skip it 10 seconds in, but if you don't, it's going to be an hour and a half. I was playing, like, some, like, video game horse shit, I don't know, like Ant Dude or something, just trying to fall asleep, and I wake up like an hour later because this thing, the creepy AI voice is actually echoing in my dream and affecting my dream, and it's reading some weird fucking AI generated slop novel about a vampire high school or something,
right?
And it's like I don't even know how far it is, but like the whole ad is like 3 hours long. Oh God, Art.
We're not going to get Judson's future anytime soon, are we?
I'm not getting YouTube Premium. Fuck off. Because I know the second I get it, they're gonna just start being like, "Well, YouTube Premium is just less ads." Because half the fucking streaming services you pay for have ads. It's like I pay for Paramount Plus, but if I'm watching all reruns of Ninja Turtles, I have to see 18 fucking Paw Patrol ads in a row. Rumble's the worst, though. Rumble is so much worse. Because not only is it like a million fucking ads when you're trying to watch a Rumble video, they're all scams.
Oh, no.
Like, Rumble ads are 100% scams. There's at least ads for real goods and services on YouTube. But, like, Rumble ads are 100% scams. Forney saying ad block. I don't know how to put ad block on my smart TV. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Like, I can put it on the laptop, fine. I don't know how to put it on my phone, and I certainly don't know how to put it on the smart TV. And sometimes I want to sit down in my fucking recliner and watch whatever it is. You know, part of the reason I fell out of watching Kino Casino is I couldn't get kicked to work on my phone for a while. It's okay now. I just updated or something, but for a while, like every time I tried to watch Kick on my phone, it would just always buffer, and I couldn't get it to work on the smart TV at all. So it's like I had to be sitting down at the laptop to watch Kino Casino, and it's like I'm not doing that. Yeah, I don't know how to do it on a smart TV. I have started reporting ads though. Like I don't even block them anymore because it seems to not do anything. I just now like my report history is probably just all fucking Toyota and Liberty Mutual ads at this point. Because I'm just like, no, this is actually harmful. No, Limu, Emu, and Ed are actually telling me to kill myself. I want to report that to YouTube. This is actually very harmful. Yeah, I'm sorry. This Toyota commercial has the N-word in it.
Well, I'll get their attention.
This Olive Garden commercial is talking about gassing the Jews. Do something about it. I'll tell them it's racist towards Indians. That'll get the attention of the people who actually run this site. Yeah, this fucking Olive Garden ad said we don't employ Indians, so you won't get explosive diarrhea. It's okay, Luke. I know everyone's getting diarrhea from parasites that are on lettuce now, But it's okay, Luke. You just hang in there, and we're going to send more money to Israel. Yeah. If I had to mundane Matt show my report history, it's like, man, you just really have it out for Liberty Mutual. I'm sorry, it's a scam. I literally reported one of them, and I reported under scam, and I just wrote, "All insurance is a scam." I'm like, I'm not wrong.
Hey, Chris Rock. Hey, Chris Rock, they shouldn't even call it insurance. They just call it in case stuff. I should get some money in case stuff happens. Now, if stuff don't happen, shouldn't I get my money back?
Don't worry. If stuff happens, we're barely going to give you any money anyway. So fuck you. We'll figure out a way to just not give you the money anyway. I love it with insurance companies because it's like 99% of your interaction with me is getting money for nothing. And when I actually need you to do something, you're like, nah, fuck you. Like, imagine if you had a job where you only had to show up like once every 5 years and you still call in sick. Like, what? Like, what an asshole. Well, I think I'll check our super chats, which we probably don't have any because this is a dog shit program. And then we'll wrap it up. See what everyone's super chatting. If anyone's super chatting. Probably not. And looks like no. But if you do want to support the show, it's streamlabs.com/Beglov, paypal.me/Beglov, Amazon wishlist down below too. And I need money. It's a bad economy. Okay. We had to send all the money to Israel. All right. Well, that's about it for tonight. We're going to be here again 9 p.m. next Wednesday. Right, Luke? You going to be here?
9 p.m.
Not going to be fighting the Nephilim? All right. Well, that's about it. That's about it for tonight, folks. I want to thank you all for watching. Beglov out.